Hey. Oh, we're crooked. Hang on. There we go. All right. All right. We're slowly getting there. Okay, another episode of Mama's Table. And tonight we're making some cookies. When we think this time of year and Christmas time and memories in the kitchen, one of my favorites was always making cookies. And whether we'd have a cookie party or being with my grandmothers and baking some cookies. And so we're baking cookies tonight. And tonight, yes, I named these cookies Mama Needs Her Coffee Cookies. So that's what we're making tonight. Hey, Chef Carter, I need ya. Oh, forgot to plug this in. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Oops. 2.5, something like that. But really, Christmas is just kind of it's really a day. And it's, nobody really knows the day and a lot of the traditions and stuff. They're just something that we do. In fact, Carter and I bake cookies a lot. But we wanted to come on and bake some cookies tonight. And again, I said we're making the Mama Needs Her Coffee cookies with lots of goodies. But before we even start, when we think this time of year, and I know I talked about this, I think a couple episodes ago, but there's a lot of people that are hurting in our world right now, and especially around the holidays. I remember the very first Christmas after my husband passed away, I couldn't think about trees or presents or anything. It was excruciating. And sometimes even the memories of old things can sometimes come along and pummel us a little bit. And so keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that what started all of this cooking at Mama's Table is that there's a little orphanage in Uganda with 104 children. And they struggle just to get even a bowl of rice every day. It takes $1 a day to feed those children, and they were hoping to do something a little special, but it's been challenging to raise funds, and so that's a big part of why we do this. And just drop a heart, or drop 2 hearts if you would like us to send you their link directly. Right now, if I do the donations through my site, the timing of the transactions can take a little longer, and they really are in dire need of food, just basic food to feed these 104 children. And thank you to those that have. I am so truly grateful for those of you that have responded to the call and donated. What would be wonderful, folks, if every single person that watches this live, if you would even commit to do a monthly donation. It could be, and I think when you go on their link, you can set it up as a monthly donation. It could be $5 a month, at $10 a month. Every little bit helps, and a little adds up to a lot when we all do it together. So, Chef Carter, I got to call the chef in, because baking cookies, Mama's Table, it's all about teamwork.
Yeah,
Teamwork. So, to make things a little easier, we've pre-measured. What are we making again tonight?
Cookies, I think.
Mama Needs Her Coffee cookies.
Yeah.
Do I need my coffee in the morning?
I think so.
Yeah. Carter's a little tired tonight. Here, move in a little bit. I'm going to move off to the side a little bit, because you're going to take the lead. So I got to tell a little story about this bowl. This bowl here. Now, it's not exactly like my grandmother's, but I happened to get this as a gift. And I was so excited because my Irish grandmother, she made this wonderful Irish soda bread and potato farls, which I'm going to actually make tomorrow night. Potato farls. I call it like a Irish tortilla almost. But this just reminds me of my grandmother. Even though hers was a cream colored bowl, she had a great big ceramic bowl like this, and man, she fed a lot of people with a bowl like this. So that's why we're using that tonight. It's kind of like the memories of these wonderful grandmothers. So, okay, Carter, we're ready. You come on in. Oh.
Okay, so
Well, you explain the recipe. I'm going to microwave this, okay?
Okay,
You need this first. Why don't you explain what's all in the bowls?
I don't remember. I'm just tired. That's some flour and stuff. It's just like eggs.
Yeah, so we've already got pre-measured in here.
Coconut sugar.
Yeah, coconut sugar. So in here we've got some flour, some espresso, and some baking soda, and a little bit of salt. Carter is tired tonight, but we wanted to come on and show some cookies. Yeah, I think Carter might just be going to bed early tonight, maybe. You know, it's just kind of been, we get so busy that sometimes we neglect to just take time to rest, right? And you will see, I hope it shows up there, in the comments, I dropped a link there. The full recipe is in our little holiday cookie cookbook. I have a feeling I'm going to be, let's see if I can see this all here. I have a feeling I'm going to be cooking this by myself tonight. But what you have here, I have melted some coconut oil. This whole cookbook that I'm talking about is all plant-based. And a lot of times when we hear the word plant-based, we think, you know, weird things. It's not going to taste good, or for whatever reason, we got these things in our mind. But the way I look at it, God really did provide everything we need, even with all the different fruits and vegetables for our health. And so when I do a lot of this kind of stuff, what I try and do is take some of those little treats we've had over the years and healthify them. That's what I like to say, healthify them. Hang on, I'm going to grab one other thing. All right. I was not totally prepared, but I love this spatula. It's like from the Pampered Chef. I really, a lot of days I think about, maybe I should have. But anyways, okay, so what I've got in here, what I put in the microwave is I melted some coconut oil and dark chocolate. Not milk chocolate or semi-sweet, you want the dark chocolate, because it just is going to give it more of a flavor. And especially with the coffee, it gives it such a great taste. And so we're just going to dump that in the bowl. These are one of the easiest little cookies to make, and they almost taste like brownies a little bit. Carter will probably come when you're done. That's what I'm thinking. So I've got the coconut and the dark chocolate chips. And again, what I have in here, what I've sifted together is some flour, some espresso, and what I used is just, this is one of my favorites. That's what I happen to use because it's really finely ground. You could use an instant coffee, I guess, but I like the espresso in it, and it's got the baking powder or baking soda. So we're just going to dump that in, and we're going to start mixing. Now, when I said it was all plant-based, I don't even have to use an egg in this recipe, because what I've done is, this is what I call my fake egg, okay? And you can either use ground up flax seeds, or this is like, it looks kind of like gel, and this is chia seeds that has been soaked in water to create this gel. And this is 1 tablespoon with 3 tablespoons of water. And what it does is it creates this gel, and it replaces an egg. So I'm going to dump that in. I know it looks really weird. When you start cooking like this and doing different things, it plays with our mind a little bit, especially if we're used to certain things. And so we just mix that in, mix it all together. And the next thing I'm going to put in, I'm actually going to be doing a whole pile of baking tonight. You know, what I really, when I am baking or cooking, because it's only Carter and I, a lot of times we have too much, and I like to gift people with different things. So, and what I have pre-measured here is coconut sugar with just a little bit of brown sugar for flavoring. Coconut sugar, you could use like 1 cup to 1 cup. So if you don't want to use coconut sugar, it has a lot of sweetness. The advantage of using a coconut sugar over, let's say, a cane sugar is the glycemic index in it is lower. It's still really sweet. It's got the calories, things like that. And if you're diabetic, you still have to watch it, but the glycemic index of coconut sugar is better. So that's my coconut sugar. And this is just what I happen to buy, is the Simple Truth Organic Coconut Sugar. It really, you use it 1 to 1, and it really is a great sugar to use. And we just simply mix that up. This is like one of the easiest little cookies to make. The mama needs her coffee cookies, because I do. In fact, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee, because fueled by coffee, fueled by God and coffee. That's what I like to. Maybe I should do a shirt that says that. Maybe, huh? I don't even know if anybody's watching. I know everybody's busy, but you might catch the replay, and you will see the link in there. You can also drop a heart in the comments. And what I will do is I will send you the link as well for the cookbook. The proceeds, as I was stating earlier, all go to help to feed these 104 children. Not an easy task for my dear friend and brother, Pastor Julius, and his lovely wife, who have taken on caring for 104 orphaned children. And so they need a lot of help, folks. So I hope you join. And then the last thing to add is more chocolate. These are semi-sweet chocolate chips. Just gonna dump them in. Like, can you get easier than this? There's no mixers. And yeah, Carter's tired tonight. I think he's gonna be going to bed early tonight. He made that brief appearance, but it's one of those things, you know. Okay, now I have my cookie sheets all ready to go. I put parchment paper.
Did I mix doing that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
What?
We gotta do more mixing. I just about forgot the vanilla. Put a teaspoon of vanilla in there.
Okay. Is this a teaspoon?
That's a teaspoon, yeah.
Oh, I accidentally overflowed it.
That's okay. Personally, I don't think there's any. That's all right. That's what. Yep, just dump it in. All right, you want to mix that a little bit? Where'd the lid go? This will be like our tahini. We'll have vanilla everywhere. Oh. I love vanilla. Okay. Now I'm just going to show everybody. See how it looks like brownies, almost like dough?
Yeah.
And you know what? What kid doesn't like to eat cookie dough? You like to eat cookie dough?
I don't know.
Right? Okay, so that's what this looks like. It looks like almost like a fudge. That's what this cookie is. See, and what's cool, you know, like, I know as a kid, this is what I would do. I would take the cookie dough and eat it. But if there's a raw egg in it, you risk issues of salmonella. But because we don't have raw egg in here, this is totally, oh, that's good. You want to try that?
I'm good.
All right. Now comes the fun part. My hands are washed. All we're going to do, roll them into little balls. Okay, just little tiny balls onto the cookie sheet. And you bake them for about 8 minutes. What they're going to do, they're going to flatten out. They're going to crackle. They'll get a little crack on the top. And then take them out. Do not take them off the pan right away. You want them to cool down a little bit. And then once they are cool enough to pull off the sheet, then of course put it on cookie sheet or cookie cooling tray. And then what takes these cookies even over the top is I like to take some sea salt and you just sprinkle the sea salt. There's something about that saltiness with the sweet and the chocolate. Pretty tasty. So that's it for tonight. Short and sweet. This is probably going to make maybe about 2 dozen. You can make them as big or as small as you want, but you know, about the size that I made them, just like that. And then you can put them about 3 in a row into the 350 oven. Let them bake until they crackle, cool, put them on the rack, and then sprinkle that sea salt on there. Yeah, Mama needs her coffee cookies. The link is there. You can also drop a heart, drop 2 hearts even, and I can send you the link for the cookbook. But as well, I will also send you the link that you can donate directly to the orphanage. There's no middlemen. The money goes directly to them. The moment they get that, they go to the market and they get food for these children. So keep that in mind, and also keep in mind over these, especially these next few days, there's a lot of people that are hurting, and so reach out to people, and you know, because it's hard at the holiday times, especially there's been a lot of people that have experienced a lot of great loss. And these holiday times bring a lot of memories, sometimes really good memories, and sometimes memories because of the fact that, you know, somebody isn't there anymore. So we're going to be back tomorrow night with this same bowl, but I'm going to show you how to make what I call Irish tortillas. And for New Mexico, it's probably a real new thing, but one of my favorite, absolute favorite, it was a Christmas morning tradition. I'm going to call them Irish tortillas. So join me tomorrow night, because they're not written down anywhere. I don't even know. I do it all by hand and by sight when I make them, just like my grandmother did and like my mom did. It's been a recipe passed down from Northern Ireland, and was always part of Christmas. So I'm making Irish tortillas tomorrow night. Good night.